welcome to Fun with Furries. No, not really. I've got nothing against furries. They do play here in Pittsburgh quite a bit, or at least once a year. It's funny, I used to work with a boss. Yes, I used to work with a boss. I used to work with this person who was my boss. And great person. Absolutely love them. Love them to death. But, we were working, and this person got a phone call from a friend of theirs or something like that, and was told about the furry convention that was going on, and was just outraged. Not outraged, but just, like everybody else, you don't understand it. You get all these people walking around in fursuits, it's like a fetish or something like that. I had somebody, I read something online the other day that was like, it's not a fetish. They're not just all fetish people. They're really nice. It was really trying really hard to debunk everything that was ever said about them, and it just wasn't going right because they had the person who wrote the article had all these numbers in it and percentages and online polls they did and all kinds of stuff like that, and just could not get that in the paragraph form was just not getting the point across correctly. I read this and it was just like, wow, these numbers just don't add up, and then you've got other numbers, and I think the person got confused and put the wrong numbers down in some spots because the correlation just didn't match. It was interesting, but yeah, it was not to tie up with that one boss I had, but it was just funny the whole way everything works around and goes around. Hey, you want to live your life in a fursuit? Be my guest. I don't care. I really don't. Probably better off in some aspects too. Whoa. Hello. That's how you want to see the world? It's all well and good. Just don't tell me I have to refer to you as puppy and puppy master or something like that. Then, you will respect my puppy pronouns. I don't get that stuff. You live in your world, I'll live in my world. It's all good. I don't walk around telling people that, I refer to myself as attack helicopter. My pronouns are pew pew and rut-a-tut-tut-tut-tut-tut. Because that would just be silly if you think about it. Although I do have that shirt somewhere. I made it to the lava flow. The other side of the lava flow is the expired pieces of, they're gone. You gotta be really careful, especially with, mobs, situations like this. Because one hit and you're like, boom, that's it. It works when you knock the mobs off the cliff. The same thing happens to you. I want to get to the other side of this without becoming a charred cylinder, piece of charcoal or something. We're going to have to cut through. And seeing how I don't have an iron pickaxe, we're going to have to go around that. And of course, never play with lava unless you've got a water bucket on you. Should have come out of it by now. You would think. That's the upstairs, right? Yep. Yay, Macarena. Whoa, hello. Whoa. Homeboy went flaming just to get to me. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I won't go for that tonight. We could, in fact, stop the whole thing if we really wanted to. And not even knock it all off. But we'd lose an immense light source. Immense light source. Lava gives off a great light source. That's one of the only reasons why I really keep it around. Why I never get rid of it. You might need lava sometimes. Hello. I love it when there's a creeper attached to whatever you're doing. Yep. Oh, that's a gorgeous vein. Oh, look at that. Yep. Let's just clear up some of this darkness. As I bleak. Did y'all see that? Saliva just goes spewing out the top of my mouth. Whoa, hello. Oh. And of course whatever you need to hit him with is what you hit him with. Whatever you've got, if you're on a pickaxe, just lay into him. Gotta stop him, right? For some reason, the apples are really tasty tonight. Microsoft, if you're listening, all you Minecraft developers that like to thwart me in my world, there's an apple glitch. No pun intended. I'm not a fan of Apple. I'm really not. That wasn't the best vein as I thought it would be. Come on. Ooh. Look at that. There aren't a whole lot of grown in here. There's only a couple. Oh, I need a couple. I only need one, really. Cool. Got 2, 3, 4. I think that's all I need. I think I only need 1. Block manifest is only 4. That's interesting. Bone meal. Tasty, but you know what? I think I'll pass that. I want... Where is it? It's not here. It's not there. It's not anywhere. Whoa! Can I not find it? Where is what I'm looking for? Spyglass. Where's the spyglass? Ooh. Homeboy tried to hug me. Did you see that? Alright. It's personal. This time it's personal. Well, it looks like you know what? I wanted to keep it all on one side. Somehow I wound up the other side over here. Which is decent. You know what? We could just do that, couldn't we? We could if we were smart and wanted to, but that's dangerous. One arrow and we're gone. That's a long way down. My hands aren't what they used to be. Oh, is it really that tire? Well, I guess I could have. Or we could do this. Kind of works really well, or decently enough. And so to go down further, how much iron do I have? Not enough. There's never enough. Bye. That's another weird thing that happened. Well, I got sick with this. All this phlegm. Well, I've had all this phlegm ever since like the last time I had COVID, which is like months ago. It's like I got a constant case of phlegm in the back of my throat. Strange. This sickness, man, it's done more stuff to the human body than I can even imagine. I got a buddy that lost, who, you know, this is the crazy thing about it. You ready for this? It's lapis lazuli. That's what's crazy about it. Now, so I got a friend who's a chef, not professionally, but in his household, he cooks all the time. Meal, dinner. That's what he does. He cooks. He cooks whatever meal it is, but normally he's always cooking dinner. His wife doesn't do that. She's somebody important in a corporate business world, and they just the way it is, you know. Excuse me. It's not that that's not his only thing too. I mean, he's got a job also doing something, but what he does, hello, is he says hello. I like to say hello, 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 hello. We're going to close that up for a second here. Do that like that. Go this way. Yeah. Bye. Sorry, Torch. Excuse me. Anyway, so he cooks. And here's the thing. He got COVID. Everybody got COVID. Everybody's had COVID. Way before now, but still. That's probably where it's coming from. We're going to do this. We're going to go this way. And the crazy thing about it is that after he had COVID, he lost like a major section of he lost the ability to taste some things. Like, he lost the ability to taste. Not everything, but food is more bland for him. And he used to make, like, talking about, like, 5-star reduction sauces, all kinds of stuff like that. You know, like duck à l'orange, you know, with, like, and like, or, like, you know, the pastas with the mushroom sauces, you know, the shit, you know, not, I would eat shiitake. He's eating the truffle-like stuff. You know what I mean? He's making stuff like that. And it just doesn't taste right to him anymore. It doesn't have the same flavor. It's bland. It doesn't taste the same. He lost his taste buds. All after COVID. Now, that's not the funny thing about it is. It seems to be like that with some other people too. I've heard other people have lost their taste buds, but the thing is with me, I love this. I don't make music, but I always love music. It's saved my life in so many ways, you know, and I find myself a big connoisseur of music. Put it that way. After my second bout of COVID, because I got COVID, I explained that before in a previous video. But after the second time I had it, I got tinnitus. Or tinnitus, whatever you want to call it. Really bad in this ear. I hear it now. Constantly, all the time. Sometimes it gets low, but most of the time, it's jacked up. The stereo's turned up to 99. All the time. I saw that. Yeah. It's like that. All the time. And it affects everything I hear. Everything I hear. And it's not that I no longer enjoy music. I do. But it's now. There's this constant sound. There's this constant vibration sound in my head. I mean, I might have had some before, but no, yeah, it's there all the time. Well, you turned 50, or you were getting old. It's just more of that. It's not COVID. No, dude, it's prevalent after COVID. It really is. It was so bad. I went to a hearing specialist. Fine, you want to tell me I'm old and that's what it is? Whatever. I believe it's the other way around. Because, again, I've met other people that have the same problem. This virus really messed people up. It really did. To the point of, you shouldn't be able to get 2 viruses also, but I've got my wife had the flu and COVID. So did my daughter. And so I know I had the flu, because I got the signs for it. The funny thing about this is this version of COVID, our lungs are clear. Her lungs are clear. Nobody's hacking up a lung. Nobody's sitting there wheezing and coughing and sputtering out, vials of contaminant. All the phlegm I've got is from my throat, and I had that way before we got sick. It's not the point where, yeah, hear that? Completely clear. I know what that's like. I went through that the first time. I really thought I had pneumonia. My lungs were full. And, when I had pneumonia the first time, man, it was like, wow, it was bad. But COVID was just slightly, I'm not sure really. I'm not sure which one was worse. You have to think about it, because, your memories, fade with time. Everything heals with time, right? It's like, was it worse off with COVID? Or was I worse off with, couldn't I not breathe as well with, pneumonia? Don't know. Don't know if I ever know. I'm almost gonna never know if I was about to say it. I didn't think I was gonna reach the edge, but here it is. Well, mostly. I can almost see the bottom there. Yeah, there's somebody down there trying to get to me. Look at that. There's some iron. I think it's iron. Is that a doorway? It's a doorway to Gryffindor. No! We're gonna just swing back this way a little bit. I never like to, I know, this takes forever. Making stairs. It does. And it drives people crazy. Like, the rest of my family, my kids are like, why do you take so long to make, why don't you just go down and up? I'm like, well, if I'm going to be here for a while, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here, might as well make a stairway down so I get back up, I don't want to make, I'm not going to swim the waterway down because I don't like doing that. I really hate doing that. It's one of the things I really can't stand doing. Going up and down through water streams. I mean, yeah, I've done it. I can do it. I'll do it if I need to. I'm not gonna make it my primary way of up and down. It's too much. There's too much at stake with that. It just doesn't work all the way all the time. It really doesn't. Silence. I think the rain stopped. Now I hear drip, drip, drip. It's not the downpour, it was, That's a shame. I really wanted to go skiing one last time. I want to get my kids out there, but I don't think we're doing that this year. Oh, well. Let's go straight out and see what it is. Then again, I'm thwarted right there. I mean, I could go through that and not get anything from it. I might get a nugget or two. guys. Oh, you got a slime. Mind if I take that from you? Really? You don't mind? That's so nice of you. Alright, come back up here and do this. Boom. So it gets dark in here. I don't like the dog. I thought I was crazy. It still might be the case. I know I see. I'm crazy for you. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Quick, retreat! Are we full? Almost. We're good. Well, yeah, maybe we ought to make the long, arduous trip back up to the very tippy top. Come unacquainted again with them. How to get back and forth. Couple foot I don't need. Take what you want, take what you like, and leave the rest. Anybody know what that's from? Take what you like and leave the rest. It's not for everybody. Or something like that. It's been years. That's not safe. That's not safe at all. There we go. There we go. Da-da-da. Whoa! Hello. Yeah, we're over this way. We're over here! Something like that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. Do 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. We're running out of room in here. Oh no, no, I fear. 52, not bad. Just like pick up. Put these down here. Put that there, this here, this there. Get rid of those. I want this gone. I'll hold on to those. Those and well. How much wood have we got? Oh, we got a ton of wood. Cool. I want. Yeah, we're gonna need one of those, but we're gonna do some of these. What do I want the wood for? I don't remember. Yeah. wanted wood for something. I don't know what it was. Maybe chests? No. What else you use wood for? Gotta go one more. I can't remember. Oh, I remember what I wanted for now. Right. Maybe I'll put that on this side. I think I need one of those and like a couple sticks or something. Some coal too. One piece of coal. Let's make. Hang on a second. Let's make these. And we want what? What do we want? What do we want it now? What do we want? What do we want it now? Where is the campfire? Oh, 3 of those. Wow. Word. Well, do I have enough to actually warrant that? I got 3 of those, 4. There might be some meat some outside somewhere. I guess I could go look for that real quick. We're gonna make one of these anyway. We're gonna put that here. Come on, come on, come on. We're gonna do it right here in this corner. And we're gonna... Yeah, that's awfully close, man. We're gonna have to move this eventually. Is this fish cooked? It's tropical. I can't cook the tropical fish? Seriously? What's up with that? We cook cactus and eat it. There should be food up there though. I want to eat him. Rabbit. A bunch of bunnies somewhere around here. That's bothersome. Poor design on my part. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Where am I? Midday. I said good day. I'm not gonna make it all the way over there anyway. No. Wasn't it this way? That was like tons of woods. We came down that damn river, right? Yeah, right over there. There's a few trees, not many. Up top there. Can I bring a bed with me? No. That wasn't the river I crossed anyway, was it? No. No guarantee there's food up there. Is there any food in this area here? Of course not. That's the river, right? Boom! That's gorgeous. This is turning into more of a project than it really needed to be. Yeah, let's be careful around here. Is that my stairs? No. Nope. Is that lava? That looks like a lava flow. To be honest, I don't know which way is quicker. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quiet tonight. I'm sorry. A lot on my mind. I had a really strange dream. You ever have a dream where you felt like it was so real, or that you dreamt of people that you knew that are no longer with us? Like you had a dream about somebody that you knew had passed on, and you're trying to make sense of what happened. Like why that person was there to talk to you. Sometimes I get those dreams. Apples are useless. Eat the bunny. Alright, we're going on top of the mountain. That's what's gonna happen. Desert's full of creeps. Come on. Send an Enderman. Wonderful. Yeah, not much fun tonight. Here's one for you. So I bought chicken, right? Chicken breast. And I normally don't like chicken breast. I don't buy chicken breast because yeah, it's good, it's tasty, whatever. When I'm, but it's not my favorite. But everybody else eats it. See, I grew up eating chicken legs and all kinds of stuff, and I'm a dark meat person. I really am. I like it the dark meat. Ha ha ha. No pun intended. Anyway. Yeah. Nobody else in my family likes dark meat. Except my dog. My oldest daughter likes dark meat. She does. She's a dark meat person. It's just sweeter. It's juicier. It's you're not always. It's almost impossible to make it dry. Yes, you can. Yeah, I've had it. You can cook dark meat till it's dry. It's like a paste at that point. But other than that, it's always usually juicy. Like juicy meat, right? Don't like dry meat. Anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. I just was always a fan of dark meat. And so, for that reason, because it's got more flavor, all kinds of stuff, whatever. With that being said, I like to experiment with cooking sometimes and making things differently and stuff like that. And so I bought chicken breast because nobody else eats dark meat except for her. So out of 6 people, it's 2. We're the minority. We're overruled. So I bought, because it was also on sale, chicken breast, boneless, skinless. I grew up eating skin on all kinds of meat. I got no issue with eating almost anything at all. But everybody else does in the world and whatever. So, fine, so be it, Jai. So, but anyway, to be nice, I bought them this nice because it was on sale. It wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't on sale. I bought them chicken breast, boneless, skinless, like I said, and my wife took some and cooked it up, and I took a piece of it for myself because there was some left, and she wasn't gonna get to it, and I decided to do something different with it. I marinated it in 11 herbs and spices. No, in my own little special marinade that I made. Because I was just in the mood for, I wanted it to be flavorful and different. We had a lot of chicken recently. I'm a meat eater, but when you have a lot of something, it really, and you've had it for quite a while, you really get kind of tired of it. Gotta spice things up, right? That's why they make there's spice. That's why God made spices. There's spices in the world. Spice things up. So, excuse me. Get the stuff on your tongue. The marinade, quite interesting enough, was okay. So you can get those fake lemon and fake limes. They're plastic. Yeah. So it was a good squeeze of the fake lemon, good squeeze of the fake lime into a bag with cut up chicken breast. I cut it into pieces. Actually, no, it was a scrap. That's right. It wasn't. It was the scraps. She took the chicken breast, and there's still little bits that my wife cuts off of them. And it was the scrap pieces, and this tiny little piece of breast that she wasn't gonna cook. I took all the scrap, and I kept it all in the bag because I'm gonna eat that myself. I'm gonna throw that away. So I ended up marinating it. Right, I did the squeeze the lemon, squeeze the lime. I eat green olives. So I took some, I had a jar of green olives open in the fridge. I took some of the brine from that, poured it in there. Took some hot sauce. I think it was Red's hot sauce. I'm not a hot sauce fan, but I figured a little bit, right? So I poured some of that in there, squeezed it all around, made it all nice, whatever, and it sat for like a day and a half. It sat for like 2 days, really. It's a little chilly in here. Let me put the heater on. I got a heater that doesn't make any sound now. It's convection or it's something. Anyway, so I got this chicken breast that's marinating, and I wanted it, but I didn't have any time to I was busy doing all kinds of stuff. I got work and I had this, and I wasn't in the mood for it one day because we had chicken again, and it wasn't getting to it, right? So it sat and it marinated for a couple days. Where was I going with this? Again, I get so lost within my stories sometimes. Maybe I ought to read scripts. Yeah, it'd be scripted. That's another story for another time. I gotta tell you about that when it was scripted. Ooh, hello. Your food. You're tiny. You're a baby, aren't you? Are you baby bunnies? You're not, but I can't get you anyway. I can if I do this. Hello, carrot. Who wants a carrot? Who wants a carrot? Yeah, run away. Anyway. Right. So, I got this chicken that's marinating. And I cooked some. And it was tasty. But, I had it with some pasta or something. For some reason, my stomach was just off. Like, I had a stomach bug or something. It was, weird. I had a lot of really bad heartburn that week. I had some really bad heartburn, and it went along with, whatever I was eating. Although I wasn't tasting the chicken. I was tasting something else I had with it. But that's just it. So here we go. This is where the story goes. So I didn't cook all the chicken. I had a little bit of it because I wanted to taste what it was like. It was good. It was really tasty. It was good. And actually, I think the lemon juice and the lime juice actually kind of cooked the outside of the chicken as it was marinating, because it was no longer translucent. What chicken looks like, right? No, it looked cooked, which is neat because it's like a chemical cook, right? Anyway, I'd left the marinade on a shelf in the fridge. It happened to be the top shelf. It was the spot where there was room for it. We got a lot of food in our fridge sometimes. We got a lot of leftovers. And there's no room sometimes for stuff, and I put it wherever I could fit, right? Or the first place I could say it. Wife turns to me, goes, "Don't leave uncooked meat on top shelf." Right? Okay. Scolded. I get it. Don't leave uncooked meat on top shelf. I think I've heard that somewhere else before. Fine. Okay, Jedi. Last night, and during the week, this past week, in a local grocery store, I won't say which one. I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm really not. I don't like the grocery stores where I'm living. Not all of them. This one rhymes with Beagle, and it's the big Beagle, or the giant, get it? Anyway, so, yeah. But they had a sale of this is not a good sale. This is not a great deal. It's really not. But it is for these times. There was steak on sale. Red meat. It was $5.49 a pound. Or $5.99. Either way, 50 cents at that point doesn't matter. If it was $1, if it was $6.99, still wouldn't have bought it. But it's $5.99. I think it was $5.49. Anyway, that's a steal. It really is. It's not a great deal at all. But during this economy, it was great. And so for $10, there were 2 steaks in there. Boom. They were in Lake Flynn. I bought them. Because I'm a meat eater. I really am. I eat vegetables. I'll eat whatever vegetable put in front of me because that's where I was raised. They set me down. They put the food in front of me. If I didn't eat my food, I sat in the dark until it was gone. I sat in the dark quite a few times eating my vegetables. Cold, nasty vegetables. So I've learned, and that's where I've learned it. And I tell my kids this too. Vegetables are best eaten hot. Eat them first. I eat the food. Now, I've come to learn that you don't really need to clean your plate all the time. But when I was younger, you cleaned your plate. Whatever food was put on your plate, you ate because there were starving children in Ethiopia. That was the line. Eat your food. There are starving children in Ethiopia. Where the hell is Ethiopia? I haven't a clue. It's in Africa. I know that now. I'm older. But still, at that point, it was like, well, there's starving children. Eat your food. Okay, fine. Anyway. Excuse me. How do I get down from up here? That way. Wonderful. Go past the creeper. Get the bunny. Get the creeper. Boom. That was pleasant. Oh, look. Cute. So, I've come to realize that when I am hungry, and I won't clean my plate. If there's too much on there, I won't clean my plate. But mostly, this is what I try to teach my kids these days, too. Eat what you don't like first. Eat what you... If there's something on your plate that you know you're going to absolutely love, eat that last. Set it aside. You don't set it aside, but, eat what you are not going to enjoy first. That way you can enjoy what you really want to eat. Don't eat it first because then you got the yucky stuff left. Be a little bit disciplined. Eat the stuff you don't want to eat first. And then you can enjoy what's left over and eat that and take your time and eat it. If that makes any sense. It does for me. So I eat my vegetables first. Oh, was that ooh. He was wearing miniature armor. Was that a small kid? Yeah, look at that. Ouch. And I ran into him too. Boy, what an idiot I am. Boy, let's get out of here. Wow. Did I get miniature armor from that? I doubt it. That'd be funny. We're just going to hang out here for a second. Okay. Alright, yeah. So, I do. And so I eat my vegetables. I've grown to love stuff. I'm not love, I can tolerate most stuff. I have my all-time hateful, vengeful thing, and I can eat it like a champ these days. And especially if you put some salt on it and maybe a little butter. is spinach. The green frozen spinach came in a box, frozen in a box. Ugh, they boil that, and not just boil. I mean, they didn't boil it to be boiled. They cooked it. You know, it was in simmer till it was cooked. But it's disgusting. It's mushy. It's leafy. It was green. It had a flavor to it. It's disgusting. That and green beans. Couldn't hate it. I hated vegetables. I don't know what I think every kid hates vegetables, but you know I'll tell you what, I eat them all. Asparagus. To this day, I'm not a fan of asparagus. Cannot. I mean, I will eat. I might eat, or I might attempt to eat one, especially if it's boiled or cooked in water. No, well, you know what I like asparagus as? This is great. My wife taught me this one too. She did this. She roasted asparagus. Roasted asparagus. Roasted asparagus is effing tasty. It really is. It's not. Ugh. You know how long you gotta cook asparagus to make it taste good, or to make it editable? Forget that. Seriously. But roasted asparagus is good. That being said, so I bought the steak, right? And I listened. I put it on bottom shelf. That's where it went. It was still in the package. I wasn't cooking it yet. Bottom shelf it went. Then what was it? Yeah. So I was sick last night. I got up and yesterday I was dead to the world. And so I woke up and yeah, we're good. He's gonna hurt them. I killed them both. Oh well. What is going on here? It's a cactus. Little cacti. Boom. So anyway, so I came down, you know, it was like dinner time and stuff like that, and my wife was like, alright, so I bought a rotisserie chicken, and I cooked one of the steaks. Deal with it. Okay, fine. She did a good job. It was good. And later on that night, you know, she cooked. I was cleaning it up, you know, dinner. I was putting the food away. She cooked one of them. The other one, where was your steak? Sitting right there on top shelf. Red as day. Yeah, I took a picture of that. We had a conversation about that afterwards. To which, of course, you know, me being the man, I lost. Hey, what can I say? Keep the wife happy and you got a happy life. Nah, I'm just joking around with that, really, with her. Because it was kind of funny, you know. I guess I should replenish some of these trees, shouldn't I? There's a billion of them up here, but still. So that was the story. Let's put this in the back order. We got 29 of these. Whoa. 29 of these. Let's put some out. Not all of them, but still. Good amount. One there. One here. One there. Could put them all out probably. I've learned, I've realized that I'm a carnivore that likes vegetables, but I have to have meat. I smoked for cigarettes. Smoked cigarettes for years, for over 20 years. I started when I was about 12. Quit somewhere when I was around 16 for like a couple months. Quit again when I was like 22, or when I was like 26, 27, for like 6 months. But yeah, for the most part, I was a smoker. Like I said, started when I was 12. Smoked my mother's Kent 3100s. That's how I started. And I'll tell you what, smoking's bad. It's bad. Don't smoke. It's bad. Bad, 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 bad. You don't want to, trust me, because you stink. I am the, yeah. I loved it. I enjoyed it a lot, but I'll tell you what, I am so glad I no longer smoke. I am the biggest hypocrite when it comes to that. Well, you did it for years. Yeah, I did, but I know better now. I really do. It's just bad for you. You stink everywhere you go. People know that you're a smoker. You smell like that. All your food doesn't taste. You just eat, and your food doesn't. It's got taste to it, but you don't realize what it actually tastes like. You really don't, because your taste buds have been saturated in smoke and toxins and whatever else they put in the cigarettes, the tar, the nicotine, and there's cravings, and you get sucked into it, and like it is horrible to quit. It is the worst thing they'll do in the world. I mean, from a point of like, you don't want to, and you don't want to, but you're gonna, it's like you have. It's so hard to explain. People say it's worse than heroin. I don't know. I've never tried heroin. Oh yeah, quitting smoking is worse than heroin. Really now? Okay then. Tell me about your heroin addiction. No, and drugs are bad too. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay. I do a really lousy imitation of Mr. Mackey. Okay. Okay. I don't have the voice for it. Anyway. So. Yeah, I don't know about the heroin. I'll tell you, it was the worst thing I've ever. It was the best thing I've ever did, but it was the worst time I've ever had. Quitting smoking, it really was. And I told myself, because I liked it so much, that I really enjoyed it. But then again, I didn't realize what it was that I really enjoyed about it. And that's the lie, isn't it? It really is. I enjoyed the feeling of it. And I thought it was cool. And I thought I looked cool. And everybody else was doing it when I started. And then you get into it, and holy cow, it was. And these days, you can't even afford it. Not in any economy. They want like what? Like $9 a pack? $9 a pack of cigarettes? That's psychotic. That's a lot. They've really set off to unalive the industry, which I can't. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I don't know. Because I'm a huge believer of let people do what they want. Because I quit. Anybody can quit. I'll tell you, I had the hardest time with that. It was bad. Yeah. So when I quit, I was sick. I had like a cold, or I had Yeah, I had some illness and I was just getting over it. And of course, I cut down quite a bit at the height of my addiction. Yeah, it is. It's an addiction. At the height of my cigarette addiction, I was at 2 packs a day. But then again, I wasn't paying, like I said, the $9 a pack. No, I was back in the 90s. And I think I was buying a generic brand for like $1.25, $1.50 a pack. Yeah. And even when I was living in Delaware, I was living in Maryland, and I'd drive to Delaware because Delaware has no taxes on anything. I was able to get them for like $2.50 a pack. That was cheap. That was really inexpensive. Because the rest of the country was like $3.50 or $4 a pack. But that was all tax. And with no tax in Delaware. Something like that. Where am I? I got a bad feeling about this. Am I on the other side of the mountain? I am, aren't I? Yep, I gotta go back. Past Mr. Creeper. Through the fence. Past the da-da-da. Watch out for the... Yeah. Close the three-ring circus. Cancel the three-ring circus. Close all shops in the mall. Anybody care to tell me what that movie's from? What movie that's from? Did I really go this way? Yeah. There's some cut trees over here. There we go. But yeah, so when I was quitting, if I could just find where I was, wow, I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Hello. You can't come near me, and yeah, let's eat some food. Goes to show you, here's another thing you shouldn't do. Get so caught up in what you're doing that you lose where you are. Or Mr. Creeper or Mr. Zombie will come and talk to you until you don't want to be talked to. Again, why does this look like not where I want to be? You still coming? Dude, go away. You brought a friend. So nice of you to bring a friend. Really? Homeboy's got the plague. I gotta find where I am supposed to be. Maybe I would just run this way for a while. Can I run? No. I'm plagued. That looks like the mountaintop I came up, I think. I'm just going in circles now, aren't I? You will be soon. Dun dun dun. That does not look familiar at all. Alright. Whoa. Okay. Make sure there's nobody behind me before we peek off into existence. Holy cow. Is that water? Yeah, like that's not a trap I want to get into. We need to consult the guide. This is why I take pictures of everything. Okay. We are back out and back in. Somewhere around 91,324. 91,324 and 14 something. 1411? 1410. But that was underground. 324. That's up. This is down. Maybe I just aim this way. This way. Yeah, this might be it. Whoa, homeboy had a sword. Come here. Cool. There we go. Just a little turnaround. I'm not going to find any food up there. Nope. We're just going to waste our food service too. Although I got an idea now. Let's not run into lava. Oh, he's, yeah. We just go away, Mr. Ironman. There. Sure, put those higher up, I suppose. Those torches. See how you get so sidetracked with everything. Ugh. Wow, is it midnight? It's midnight and a half. No, it's midnight and a half. Do I have anything to cook? Nope. We need to transfer everything over. Let's do this. I gotta get that trunk out of the way. Actually, this is a lot quicker. One or two of those. I don't remember. Cobblestone doesn't look right. We might have touched it again or something. Done something to it. Oh, I've got 4 leather. That's nice. That's what? 3, 4 books? 1 bookcase. can make a lead. Huh. That's 3 of those. Where's the thing I'm looking for? I don't see it here. Oh, there it is. 2. Can I get that lucky? Any of them crawling around here in the desert? Nope. One spider. That's all I need is one spider. What have you got? A rabbit's foot. Wasn't really lucky for you either, was it? Alright, well. I know where I can find a spider. Wonder if we can enchant a rabbit's foot. That'd be fun. I'm gonna run out of food, aren't I? Oh, wrong way. There's a ton of these. I wonder what you could do with them. Did I go the right way? I think so. Ooh. Shoot. Alright, brought all this crap with me. Not paying attention. Paying as little as possible. I don't need this, and that, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that, and that, and this, or those. Yeah. else needed? Yeah. Ooh. There we go. Not a whole lot, but some. Oh, hello. If I know enough. Oh, not. This is gonna be a maze down here, isn't it? Yeah. Or this is stairs. It's covered in stairs. Should I take some of that off? Something like that. Whatever. It's always something when you're in a cave. You're always gonna find out that you're not prepared in the sense that like you're gonna run out of something. Like it's gonna be wood, it's gonna be food, space. This looks like a really deep vein here. And of course, it didn't block off the water. Oh, look at that. Huh. That's gonna be fun. Of course, you do realize if I ever find diamond, I'm gonna have to cook up some of my iron and all kinds of stuff. But, you know, come across that one. Get there. Yep, that's what I thought. Let's not drown in here tonight. This is why I show some. Whoa. Keep some sand in here. There. When you really want the iron that bad, you know? Speaking of which, my armor is almost depleted. I didn't think about that. Yep. We're at 0. Alright. Well, it's late. I'm going to stop the video here. But I want to thank you for joining me. Hopefully it wasn't that boring for you. And I'll see you around next time. Thank you for hanging out. We'll have more conversations as I feel better, hopefully, sometime soon. Thanks for joining. See you later. Bye.